Hey, what's up? Let's check this out. Let's take things smaller real quick. So rip a piece of paper in half. Then rip one of those halves in half. And one of those halves in halves. All the way down to you to the molecular level. And then rip a molecule in half. Ripping then an atom in half. And so on and so forth, all the way down to it keeps going, it doesn't stop. You can keep ripping things in half and half, and it just keeps going. Like, you don't rip anything in half and then you have nothing. You have something. You have two halves of whatever it is. It's really, 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 really small. And our minds can't even comprehend like that. Like, that's never ending. That smaller part's never ending. Now let's take it from us, and let's make it large. Let's start with, I've said this before, our state, our country, our continent, our planet, and then our solar system, our universe, and there's billions upon billions of universes. It's like, does space stop? I don't think so. Space doesn't stop. And our minds can't fathom that. Because when you start thinking really deep about how small things can get to keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller and not ending, half and half and half and half, and then large as far as expanded, and never-ending space, people can go crazy. I really think our minds just can't work that way. And I think people can go crazy. I know I could, but I just laugh at myself, from all the thinking that I'm doing. But yeah, and so like you think the duality is big, small, tall, short, and then you add in the four things like north, south, east, west, um, left, right, up, down, and you have a prime meridian and a baseline or equator. Like, there's all these like concepts of two, but where does the other dimension fit in? Or other dimensions that we just can never really recognize. Yeah, we've grown from 2D to 3D, but what's after 3D? I guess I have to talk to a video game expert. I don't know, maybe, but I just think we get to a point where our minds, we just can't comprehend what there actually could be, and we just think we've already accomplished what there is. But how do we know we're at a stopping point? Because the space doesn't end at all, and the center of stuff doesn't end at all. Half and half and half and half. Just keep splitting things in half, all the way down to you keep going forever and ever and ever. So like nothing ends this way, nothing ends that way. How do we know that we're at some stopping point? How do we know we have things correct? There's room for learning more and learning more and more and more. And right now my mind's racing. I'm really trying to grasp all this right now, and it's pretty wild. I mean, you can really think about, you know, you get smaller, 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 bigger, bigger, bigger. These dualities of, and then maybe like, what might be in the middle? Like there might be something right there that we're not recognizing. It doesn't have to do with tall or short or big or small or on or off. There's something between the two. But what's that? So I gotta give up right now. All right, see ya.